Hello everybody and welcome to FLIPiversary, the very first FLIPiversary in gold for TEW 2020. It is going to be huge. We got a lot coming for you, so we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to switch over to the game here real quick. So yeah, we have FLIPiversary coming up. We're expecting about 84 fans. We're going to hold it in the training center. We got a lot of people coming in for special appearances. Yeah, there's not much else. I'm going to kick this off. So we're kicking it off right away, going big with the CZW rules match, as we have Dan Maff taking on Drake Younger, Masada, Nick Gage, and Trent Acid. We're starting off real hot for the people. And basically this is about 8 minutes. It just goes all out, back and forth between all 5 of these men, just using everything at their disposal. Fans are throwing their chairs into the ring for them. Weapons all over the place. Just kicking off the very first FLIPiversary with a hot match. And in the end, Dan Maff is able to hit Drake Younger with a burning hammer in the middle of the ring and get the pin 1, 2, 3 and get the win. And it is a 58 rated segment, 48 for Dan Maff, 60 for Younger, 57 for Masada, 44 for Nick Gage, 43 for Trent Acid. A good overall showing from all these guys, and a big win for Dan Maff, trying to push him further ahead in gold. Now, the next match is a tag team match. We have the Bravado brothers taking on the team of Facade and Jimmy Rave, as Harlem Bravado pins Facade with a drop kick. Get a 49 rated segment, 29 and 28 for the Bravados, 57 for Rave, 48 for Facade. Obviously, the Bravados still trying to build them up as a legitimate tag team here, as they get a big win at their first ever FLIPiversary event. Then we go into a triple threat match between Laredo Kid, Rich Swann, and Tony Nese, as Rich Swann defeats Laredo Kid and Tony Nese in 10-16 when he pins Laredo Kid. 44 rated segment, Laredo Kid with a 50, Rich Swann with a 40, and Tony Nese with a 33. Rich Swann continues his undefeated streak through FLIPiversary. A great showing from him, and we go into our next match, which will be the first ever women's match, as Jessica Havoc, a young Jessica Havoc, takes on TNA's Sarita, otherwise known as Sarah Stock. And we go into this match, and it is the fans weren't too happy about it, because obviously this is a male only company at the moment, so seeing women kind of throws them off, but we're excited to start showing some women every once in a while. And Sarita defeats Jessica Havoc in 6:28 by pinfall with a flying crossbody. It actually gets a 63 rating segment, as Sarita pulls off a 67 and Jessica Havoc pulls off a 41. Good showing from the women. Really glad to bring that to them, as here's the match. And really good to bring that at FLIPiversary. Very good match, and excited to see what we can do in the future with the women, if we bring them on full time or not, but this is a very good start. And then we have a promo with Richie Steamboat, as he talks about Petey Williams leaving Gold and going on to WWE, and he says he'll amount to nothing there because he'll be held down by the man, something he refuses to let himself do. And he says that basically Dragon Slayer is no more, as there's no need for them, as Richie Steamboat can do it all by himself. And he turns around and attacks his former bodyguard and former team member, John Davis, and just starts beating the crap out of him. He calls out for a ref to come down to the ring. So basically an impromptu match for John Davis, as Richie Steamboat just continues beating him down and defeats John Davis with quick flying crossbody. 53 rated segment, a 50 for Richie Steamboat, very good from him, and a 56 from John Davis. So Richie Steamboat slowly but surely building up and showing that the dragon is unleashed, just as Raven had said he would do. And now Steamboat's on his own. He's going to be a lone wolf. Let's see if he can keep it going into the next year. And then we have a big 6-man tag match, as we have Biff Busick, Bobby Fish, and Martin Stone, just a few maulers, and they defeat the full-blooded Italians in 9-10 when Busick pinned Tony Mamaluke with a half-and-half suplex. This is a big debut for Busick. Obviously, Guido is head and shoulders above everyone else. 51 rated segment is very good. Bobby Fish sustained a broken collarbone. Tony Mamaluke was really off his game. 44 for Mamaluke, Drago 46, Guido 62, Stone with 50, Fish with 46, and Busick with a 39, but a very big win for Busick and the other two. So we'll see. I may do Busick and Stone as a little bit of a tag team. May test that out next time. But for now, in 6-man, they get the win and over the full-blooded Italians. So we'll see where the Italians go from here. As Bobby Fish, sustained a broken collarbone. At least it wasn't a botched move by anyone, so that's good. It was just happening. So then we go into the next match, which is for the WXW World Heavyweight Championship. Steve Douglas, the champion, defeats BJ Whitmer, Gold's challenger, in 11:34 by submission. A 61 rated segment. Steve Douglas with a 63, and BJ Whitmer only with 45, but still very good for him when he's not tagging with Albright. And then right after this, we go into the next match. Hernandez versus Timothy Thatcher for the GWA World Openweight Championship. Hernandez defending, of course, and Thatcher gives him a run for his money, but obviously Thatcher not as experienced as the big Hernandez, and Hernandez in 14:30 is able to defeat Thatcher by pinfall with a Cracker Jack. That'll be defense number 9 for for Hernandez of the World Openweight title. 50 segment rating, 57 for Hernandez, 39 for Thatcher. So a very good match there, as we are pretty much hitting the middle of the road so far. But this next match, I hope, really pulls it away, as we have the triple threat tag match between Gen Next, the NOAH Tag Team Champions, Kings of Wrestling, and the ROH Tag Team Champions, Stenerico. And this in an exceptional match. These three teams just go all out. Obviously, a lot of good wrestlers in the ring. And first team to go out is Stenerico. I would imagine, the Kings of Wrestling, get them out, as then it'll be the Gen Next, defending the titles against Kings of Wrestling in the last, 5 minutes or so. And Gen Next is able to pull it out, defeating the Kings of Wrestling, and makes their third defense of the Gold Tag Team titles. And you guys won't believe this segment. It is an 87 for Jack Evans, best in the ring, 69 for Strong, 69 for Claudio, 81 for Hero, 61 for Steen, 62 for Generico. Generico and Steen got tag team specialist bonuses, and the match got the crowd buzzing. Just absolutely stole the show. Best match in the save so far. I'm assuming it's going to stay that way, as an 83 rated segment. Very good job by these three teams. And hope to bring in Kings of Wrestling and Steen Ergo again, but they are very expensive, so we will see for the future. As then after the match, Kamikaze returns after a short hiatus from Gold. They had won their last match by cheating, said they were going to come back and win the tag team titles the next time they came, and here they are. They attack Jet next after the match, just demolishing them, throwing them around ringside, and obviously have called their shot for the tag team titles. So Takagi and Yamato versus Strong and Evans could be the next big tag title match, and I can't wait to see it. And then we go into a special singles match as Samurai Del Sol take on the New Japan Young Lion Tetsuya Naito. Obviously, this is during Naito's first run with CMLL. So he's still a Young Lion. Obviously, it's hard to find Young Lion pictures, but so he's not as polished as he is now, but he is still able to defeat Samurai Del Sol by pinfall with a flying splash. 54 rated segment, 56 for Naito, 38 for Samurai Del Sol. Del Sol really struggling here in Gold, which he tends to do, but hopefully he can turn things around here in the new year. But Tetsuya Naito gets the big win against him here. And now we go into a big co-main event match as Eric Stevens looks to take on Shelton Benjamin in a last man standing match. And if Stevens wins, Shelton must retire from in-ring competition. And if Shelton wins, Stevens is fired from Gold. So obviously in a last man standing match, these guys are going all out against each other. And Stevens and Benjamin, they're going all around ringside. They're taking things apart. They're throwing weapons at each other. Benjamin's trying to use his superior athletic ability to defeat Stevens. And, nothing's catching. Stevens and Benjamin going back and forth with close counts, getting up at 7, 8, 9. And finally, after about 18 minutes, Eric Stevens is able to hit a crazy reverse pile driver, probably like off of some sort of platform, maybe even through a table, just something crazy. And they're both down for a while, maybe up to the 6 or 7 count. Then Stevens, stirs up to his feet, and Benjamin's unable to get up before the 10 count. And Stevens is safe. He keeps his job, but Shelton must retire from in-ring competition, leaving him basically as the owner of Gold and nothing else. As this match gets a 62 rated segment, which is not surprising from these two, who have a good trilogy of matches here in Gold in the first year. 61 for Benjamin, 49 for Stevens. And we go after the match. Stevens cuts a promo on Shelton, basically saying, you have to retire. No more putting yourself first over these, young and hungry competitors. And Benjamin, takes the mic from Stevens and says, "Good luck, because I'm going to make your life a living hell now." So I'm sure Stevens wants his world title shot, or his heavyweight title shot, but Shelton Benjamin's not going to make it easy for him. So we will see what happens. That's a 48 rated segment, not bad. And now is time for our main event for the Gold Heavyweight title. Eddie Kingston, who won it last year after the heavyweight title tournament, and Brent Albright, who has had an amazing year, mostly tagging with BJ Whitmer, pulling off great performances and great wins in the tag team genre. And we will see them finally clash here as in an exceptional match. Another great match. Eddie Kingston and Brent Albright, basically just two big dudes going after it. Obviously, Albright a little bit more athletic, trying to use that to his advantage. But Kingston is able to get the advantage over Albright, hit a back fist to the future. Maybe even picks him up and hits it again just to make sure, and makes the pinfall 1, 2, 3. Kingston retains the heavyweight title, making his way into a year, close to a year. He's a couple months off still, but making his way closer to a year as champion. His third defense of the heavyweight title. This match gets a 74 rating, and a lot of it's thanks to Albright. A 75 from Albright. That's insane. He did great. And Eddie Kingston with a 63, who did just as good as well. So these two, we could definitely see these two fighting again in the future. But a great way to end the show. So FLIPiversary 1 should be a huge success just based on this. And at the end, Kingston celebrates his title retention, grabs the mic, thanks the fans for coming out to the first ever anniversary show. And he says he can't wait for this next year, as he says he plans to hold the title all the way till FLIPiversary 2. We'll see if he'll be able to follow through with that. 67 rated segment as we go into the final look. 73 rated show, perfect. That 83 rated match, insane. Probably should have been the main event, but I wanted it in the middle, kind of to steal the show spotlight. Plus, we had some bigger storyline matches going in front of 85 people, which is great too. I did make the tickets cheaper, so that way we'd get more people, and so hopefully that kind of balances out, and we still make a good amount of money. There's no doubt in my mind of who to give these two. Brent Albright, Jack Evans, you two have been phenomenal, but also Eddie Kingston did a great job in that main event. So Albright seemed pleased, Evans was very happy, and Kingston seemed pleased. Also, a big shout out to the women. I wish you could do 5 people, because I would have given it to the women as well, especially Sarita. Pulling out a 60 rated match in the first ever women's match is insane. I was not expecting that, so I'm very happy with that. Alright, so we kind of competed with SmackDown, but let's take a look here. All these guys are gone now, as they were on one appearance deals. Let's see what is it under? I always forget. Skills? Yeah. Okay, returns in 23 days. I'll never understand why they moved that to skills. It makes no sense, but whatever. Togi Makabe looks to resign. Alright, so we are $23,000 in debt. I'm not surprised by that. We spent a lot of money. We did technically make more in ticket sales. Our sponsors gave us more. So we're really going to be depending on the alliance. May take a month off after this. Also, a big part of it was we did spend a lot on workers. I also had to give a lot to workers before the show because of morale issues. So that doesn't help. Let's take a look at the titles. Eddie Kingston, he's at 303 days. 3 successful title defenses, and a 32 prestige. And the tag team titles, they've held it since week 3, so 174 days, 3 title defenses, and a 32 prestige. So very similar for those. As the open weight, let's take a look. 58 prestige. He's held it for 154 days and 9 title defenses. Very good from Hernandez. Really helping the alliance grow with that. So size-wise, we haven't gotten anywhere. Top 100s. So FLIPiversary, obviously the best event. The top 2 matches are from FLIPiversary now. Top attendance by a long shot. Awesome, awesome. John Davis has big morale issues. I'm not sure. Okay, that's good enough. Give him 1,000. So we are now $24,000 in debt. So I will simulate up to the end of the month, see what the alliance gives us, and see where we go from there. Okay, so we are back, and John Morrison lost the World Heavyweight title to Dolph Ziggler at Royal Rumble 2011. John Cena won the Royal Rumble. Rey Mysterio defeated The Miz. So now Cena versus Mysterio or Cena versus Ziggler. Either way, wild. Also, Hornswoggle defeated Daniel Bryan. What? Jericho defeated The Suffering. Who's The Suffering? Kofi Kingston and Brian Myers. Oh, jeez. Alex Shelley defeated Triple H to retain the Intercontinental title. What is happening in WWE? Insane. Insane stuff. Hopefully Charlie Haas gets released soon. I would like to use him. Even though Shelton is now retired, but maybe he can bring him in. Ricky Banderas, Sarah Stock, who we just used. Okay, so let's take a look real quick before we look at money. Excalibur, Risha Shiki, Atlantis Jr. Probably shortlist him. Maya Vitani, I'll shortlist her. I don't know who that is. But let's take a look at how bad we are in debt. 11,000, not bad. Not bad at all. 12,000 from the alliance. So yeah, maybe take a month off. May do the every other month thing again. It's gonna be a lot, cleaner. We're not gonna be spending 30,000 every month. We're gonna be back down to this 8,000 mark. But we wanted to make FLIPiversary big, so we will take care of that. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, so it'd be Unbreakable, could probably go dormant for now. Then it'd be Rise Up would be the next one. And then we could just go from there. So, I don't think there's anything else to show you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for FLIPiversary 1. It was incredible. We broke records for gold. We had some great matches. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.